started well, notably Liquid.
Team Liquid haven't even played the game yet, and Dreamfire, they're the ones making sure of that. Usually they drop in Command Center, but they've actually moved it down to Cascade Falls, and so they've contested them 3 out of 3 times. They have walked away the winners. I mean, they're basically just sacrificing Tau at the start because they've got Roy and Bolin to back them up. 2 of the most disgusting fraggers in the game, especially if you put a flatline in the hands of Bolin.
You were telling me, one of the best in the world. Lauren, though, it obviously kicked off continually. TSM taking game 1,
right.
But the narrative would start to shift a little bit in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, obviously TSM coming out of the gate strong, but, you know, Zeta, someone that we have not really gotten a chance to deep dive too much in this second match, they have an incredible performance. I mean, Taskmaster popping off in this game, and they end up with the 14-kill dub. I mean, this is exactly what they needed.
8 kills from Taskmaster as well.
You know what I really loved was that moment where he's just like the calm collectedness, the patience, where he popped up behind them on the rock and just took that half second before he traced and hit every single bullet.
The question was, would Furia show up? I had picked them to start out the day and be one of our teams to look at in my talent predictions. Certainly, games 1 and 2 put us in a little bit of a trepidatious thought process around them, but game 3, it would wipe away all of our fears.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we were paying attention to. They've been this crazy aggro team the entire time, but it's been working out with them, rewarding them in kill points. Now, they do get rewarded here for that aggression, but NRG with the timing, embarrassed.
All right, we'll see if it works. We'll see if it works, shot to shot. Let's go through the games, though. It started off well for Space Station. They are proving that they can win games, Genome, and that is a big testament to how much they've committed to this squad.
Yeah, they're kind of the opposite of what we talked about before. The last 3 games, first, a third, a fourth. These guys are coming out big. You know, they're playing the Caustic, Valk, Gibby, right? And it seems like the further we go on in that tournament, the more prolific that composition is, and the more deadly it is as well. And it almost feels a little bit like Sweden here, where we're kind of just being like, okay, no, this is the best composition, and you should be using it.
Yeah.
I mean, now we're heading into match 5. This is obviously where we switch things over to World's Edge, and I think we saw that reflected in the gameplay of some of these teams. Specifically, this is when we get to give Liquid a little bit of love. I mean, they really, really struggled in that Storm Point portion of the day, but then first game, World's Edge, a dub, 10 kills, and this is the performance we were hoping for, and this is what we're talking about when a team that we wanted to talk about wasn't doing it until this point.
They truly bounced back after a terrible 50-50 at start between Dreamfire and Team Liquid, resulting in nearly 20th place. No, 20th place every single time. But John mentioned it best, global talent on display, Genome. It would be a global victory as well for AD Raccoon, finally having that pop-off moment that they've been looking for.
They have, you know, the first game was pretty good, but then it's been a dry spell there in the middle, but just waiting to pounce here when we got down to Thermal Station. You saw Burger, all the travails they had to, playing fantastically from that, you know, the lava spot down the bottom. We saw Waltzy have a fantastic clutch, and I almost was like, oh my god, he's going to do it again, just like he did in Sweden from that same location, but not quite to be